first thing you want to start with is the eyes. The most important part of an owl is his eyes. You're going to find probably a yellow color. You can mix to make it lighter or darker. A lot of the owls have orange in their eyes as well. And you know all about pastels now, so the dust, we're not going to be brushing it off or anything. Just take it to the nearest trash can. You can go in a little bit further than the actual pupil because black will go right over top of the yellow, no biggie. I do see some orange in mine. So you're not filling it in too much, you're just kind of laying down blocks of color. So I see a little orange here and a little orange there. I also see some lighter yellow over here. So this looks like a whole lot of nothing because you're going to need to blend it in. So you're going to use a Q-tip, which I forgot to grab. I'll use my finger, but you can see how a Q-tip will get into those little areas a little bit easier to kind of do your blending. And so you're going to blend the bigger part of the eye without doing the black first. And then you're going to knock off the dust. And you'll start to see some color in there, and it gives it that dimension. Another thing you'll notice after you do the black, you can add a shadow because they kind of have like a grumpy eyebrow look. That is just a well-known thing about owls. So if you add just a little bit of dark black, just a little goes a long way. Then when you blend that in with a Q-tip, it'll start to give it that shadow of it being underneath. And then adding that little white spot to the eye gives it like that last final touch. Okay, so once you do that to both of your eyes, it's really going to have you excited about going on for any further. Another thing you'll notice on most of the owl's eyes is they have this nice outer edge that's black. So black on black paper, yes, that is a thing, and it really does give another dimension to the eye. You can see how it's just starting to look more realistic. And then once you're finished with both eyes, you can start laying down the color. And you can see I've drawn out kind of blocks of color, but I didn't draw any of the feathers, but I see like white right here. So I'm going to start with there. And you might want to start from the top and work your way down. You do not want to work your way from the bottom up. For obvious reasons, you'll spread it everywhere and smear it. You'll also notice that you can add like nice little individual pieces of the feather, and you just kind of take it one step at a time. Treat each feather individually. You have to look at everything, just like God can count every hair on your head. You are going to be able to know every feather on this owl. So I can see right here I've got a lot of brown but with white in there, so I'm going to add a little brown. You can mix colors. I think this brown is really too dark for there. But I notice also that the feathers kind of go sideways there, so you're going to pay attention to the direction. So I'm going to lay down some color, and it just, at first it never really looks that good. And then once you start blending it and add layers on top is when it just gets better and better. So I'm noticing some things here, and then I need some lighter in it, make it a little bit lighter. So it just really, it looks scribbly, really, to be honest. And then that's my under layer. Now I can go on top and add some tan. And I see like sections of feathers that are kind of going back like this. And you can see how layers are getting, this is going to take a while. But that's what good art looks like. Looks like someone took a while to do it. You don't look at art, good art, and say, wow, that person just spent 5 minutes doing that. It looks amazing. So you can see how I'm getting all these little textures. I'm just looking for clues. This is like a map that's telling me where to go somewhere. But right now, this map is telling me what colors I need to add, which direction they need to go. I also see black in there, actually. So the more layers you add, the more depth and more it's going to start looking like feathers. Okay? So there's lots happening in there, but I'll continue on after that and just keep going until the whole thing is complete.